Bonjour YouTube, et pour ce dernier jour du mois d'août, où on va se rapprocher de l'automne, on va retourner au 8 mai dans ma partie MLB The Show Ironman avec les Marlins pour un match où José Urena va, notre meilleur pitcher depuis le début de la saison, va prendre la prochaine titularisation au poste de pitcher pour jouer on the road, donc à l'extérieur, à Wrigley Field, le stade mythique des Cubs de Chicago. Hop, José, hop, oh putain, on a plein de joueurs fatigués. Alfaro, on fait tourner. Riddle, on va faire tourner. Même Castro, on va faire tourner si on peut. Alors attention, là, il va falloir de la réorganisation massive. Là. Il est gaucher, le gars qu'on joue. Donc on va mettre Lewis, ouais. Garrett Cooper. Donc normalement, quelque part, on devrait avoir... Matt Kemp, il va jouer. J'aime pas le faire jouer en fielding, mais... Ça permet de mettre Osuna en première base. Qui c'est qu'on a en right field? John Berti, ça bouge pas. Ben, c'est pas trop mal comme ça. Il faut juste trouver un moyen de sortir Castro du line-up. Et en fait, on devrait mettre Neil Walker. Pour moi, on devrait mettre Neil Walker en 3. Alors attention, c'est un peu compliqué là. Non, j'ai fait une erreur en fait. Brian Anderson, il va rester en troisième base. Et on va mettre Neil Walker en 2. Voilà. Neil Walker, il aime pas trop jouer contre les gauchers, mais bon, vu que Herrera doit jouer shortstop, on n'a pas non plus 500 options, quoi. Donc, alors contre un gaucher, on aimerait bien avoir quand même Cooper dans le line-up. Brinson aussi, on aimerait bien le laisser dans le line-up, qui est un peu meilleur contre les gauchers. Donc Matt Kemp, en fait, on peut le sortir. Ou alors on fait reposer Brian Anderson. Je pense qu'on va faire ça. Voilà. Et John Berti va jouer troisième base. Cooper va jouer 2. Voilà. Il va jouer là. Matt Kemp, on va le mettre là. Ouais, c'est pas un très bon line-up, hein, soyons clairs. On est en difficulté là au niveau de ce line-up ce soir. Ouais, c'est même catastrophique, pour être tout à fait honnête. On a quand même mis sur le banc Alfaro, Castro, Anderson, qui sont quand même des pointures. Mais bon, on a besoin de faire tourner. Donc voilà, c'est parti. C'est parti pour ce match.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show. Next. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Digging in, John Birdie. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations. It's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Tried to get him to bite on that curveball, but no luck. It'll be interesting to see what he goes with now with the count even at 2-2.
Payoff pitch coming from Lester. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, Neil Walker is a guy that's looking to turn things around right now. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He's set, and the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base. Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Another full count pitch on its way. Pitch popped up. Rizzo in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The next 3-2, and that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. A swing, and he pops him up. on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So 2 on with 2 away, and up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson. Here's the first pitch to him. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Birdie at second. Kemp at first. 2 out in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Jose Arena is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder.
Popped him up. Walker moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. Herrera is up with it, and that's the 2nd out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Head-to-head with Jose Arena. He's had some success, 5 for 11. He's taken him deep once. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Rizzo, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft. Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Still no score. So coming to the plate, Neil Walker. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd.
The second base.
Here comes the first pitch.
Neil Walker.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Oh, 2 now from Lester. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. The 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Ready with another 2-2. Hit to short. There's Baez. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting seventh, the shortstop.
Ready now for the Marlins, Rosell Herrera. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez has it. Throw, and he's pulled out on a close play at first.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 20.
Standing in, Brian Holiday. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom. Here's Javier Baez. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
The shortstop, Javier.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Brinson going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Here's Chris Bryant now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And that misses ball one.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
On the ground to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting sixth, the left fielder.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber head-to-head with Jose Urena. 2 hits in 7 tries. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Schwarber absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's a swing and a miss, that retires the side, and that will do it. Some of our nation's young minds in future. Stepping in, Jose Urena, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
62, Jose.
And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Pitch is popped up. Rizzo in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, John Birdie.
Now batting, third baseman, John.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch lofted in the air out toward right center. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
The batter, the right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Garrett Cooper. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And he fouls this one off.
I know you're standing on the mountain. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Miami down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting it, the pitcher.
Into the box now, John Lester. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. For Walker now at second. Oh, and not fielded cleanly here by Walker. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Descalso, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Matt Kemp. The matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Next will be Jose Osuna. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
3-0 now.
Zero.
3-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
He loses him on ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Brinson.
In now, Lewis Brinson, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Here's Neil Walker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Grounded to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Brinson is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fastball in there for a called strike. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Here it comes on 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And it's fouled away. This is on the ground over to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Up next for the Cubs.
Ready for another chance? Anthony Rizzo. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cubs are down in order through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in the switch hitter, Rosell Herrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A ball and a strike.
Count 1-1.
Lifted into center field. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 28.
Riding in once again, Brian Holiday. Here comes the first pitch. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Descalso takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The pitcher.
Next from Miami, Jose Arena. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
The third baseman.
Run first following the error. And set to go as the third baseman, John Birdie. He's set. Here it comes. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Arena is off at first with 2 away. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate. Nice adjustment by the batter right there. You cannot fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through, and this one the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
Into the box, Matt Kemp. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins.
Hit softly down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you. 1-2 now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Chris Bryant is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Two out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Here's the 3-1. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Now batting, the catcher.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Osuna, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The center fielder,
Now at the plate, Lewis Brinson. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The second baseman, Neil Walker.
Digging in once again, Neil Walker. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lays off 1-0.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they hold a 1-0 lead. At the plate, Daniel Descalzo will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Standing in now, Ben Zobrist. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit softly on the ground to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Now batting.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. No balls and a strike to count. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Zobrist, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set, and the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kemp has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop.
So now it'll be a 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. 0-1 the count. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. So now 2 men in scoring position. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And it's 1-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Oh, and he misses it. He pulls into second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
The third baseman.
Ready once again, Chris Bryant. He was a ground out victim last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitches. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors in the inning, and 1 man left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Marlins 1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The catcher, number 28.
So striding forward now, Brian Holiday. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Starlin Castro will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 13, Starlin Castro.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. He'll enter play here at 3:04. No home runs as of yet, and 6 RBIs. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
His past history against John Lester, he hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Fouled off. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Marlene Garcia will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
66, Marlene Garcia.
And that misses for ball 1.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Wilson Contreras stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Grounder down the line at third. The 1-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind it.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
2 strikes right there. He's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Got him to go down swinging there. Daniel Descalso is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. On a line to shortstop. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in now, Jason Hayward. Runner in scoring position with Sir John. Hit out towards second. Walker ranging to his right. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 8th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 4-1. Cishek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, John Birdie. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Brian Anderson is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Anderson.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. He'll step in here at 275, 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. Popped up. Rizzo has a play. 1 out.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Garrett Cooper. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. From the stretch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
3-1 to him now. And he fouls this one off. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
The left fielder.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and coming up the still dangerous outfielder Matt Kemp. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hot shot to third. Bryant's got it. There's Descalso. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3. Brian Anderson is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
For the Marlins.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Into center field, line drive base hit.
before. That wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That
The
breaking
batter,
ball,
number 9.
Hero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot
Your
right there,
attention,
Dan. You
please.
saw the batter's eyes
Now
light up, and he didn't miss it.
First pitch of the
Number
at-bat.
56.
And that misses inside 1-0. Rizzo aboard here at first with nobody out. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Chris Bryant is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. To Walker for one. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
In there for strike one, 0-1. Men on third with 2 down. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, what a job right here to put yourself in position to get out of this one after giving up back-to-back singles for the first 2 batters.
And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Pedro Strop comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Strop is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty D, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings are really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Lewis Brinson is on deck. Here's the 3-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now batting, Lewis Brinson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
The 3-0. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first to be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game. Now digging in, Neil Walker. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. Popped up.
And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs are back in the win column again as they take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Cubbies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. John Lester earns the win, his 2nd, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Pedro Strop records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.